you, Josephine, and thank you, everyone. Good morning. And this morning, we're very, very excited to introduce the most powerful term product in the Philippines right now. This is the ultimate weapon to dominate financial industry. Of course, meron tayong long-term care. While waiting, no, for the IT. IT, can you open the slides, please? So yan. So this is the ultimate, no, completes our weapon to dominate the financial industry. So yon, while others talagang they're still using bows and arrows. IMG talagang we are using stealth tanks. We're using the most powerful weapon again to dominate financial industry. And this thing I've been wearing for more than 20 years. So we're very fortunate, we're very lucky to have this kind of product. We call the most 18, so version 3, upgraded. So ready lang yung mga notes natin and listen carefully. And this is just the start. And after this, pwede na tayo, pwede nang mag-massive, no? So with the most 83 and the ultimate health builder natin sa Kaiser, these two weapons again is very, very powerful. Very powerful again to dominate the financial industry. Okay, so next slide, IT. So paki-open na lang lahat IT per page. So Manila Bankers Insurance Corporation was established again on May 19, 1967. So we are now more than 55 years of experience and expertise in bringing protection and security to the Filipino family. So it aims to build the Filipino family financial future. And Manila Bankers delivers the most innovative life insurance products that will protect you and your family during times of need, and provides the most affordable insurance policies that best suits your family's needs and income. So wala nang reason, even mga small earners right now, you have no excuse not to protect your family, because we have the most affordable insurance family through our most caring product. And our products address the various financial objectives of the Filipino family. So in one product, it can be used as I don't know, there's an investment and insurance. So it can be used, of course, the main purpose is protection, but then there's PDF, and that can be used. The PDF side, it can be used for our kids' education, for pension, for healthcare. It's very, very flexible. So Manila Bankers Life is part of the Omnis Prosperity Group, OPG. Next slide, IT. Okay, next slide. Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation. That's the best way to show your love. So life insurance, many people lost a lot of money in buying life insurance products. You understand, not just life insurance, but including healthcare and any kind of financial products. So they lost a lot of money because they're buying products they don't understand. So yon, we post, no, it's our practice. It's we have a habit of reducing our expenses, so that we can increase our cash flow, so we can increase our savings. But lahat na pinaghirapan nating ipunin, isang pagkamali lang, because you buy the wrong life insurance product or wrong healthcare products, you lost all that savings. Sayang, savings na wala pa. So make sure when you buy life insurance, make sure you understand how insurance works and price, because the cost of insurance is always charged to you. So it will never be charged to the company or other people, but it will be charged to you. So wag sayangin ang pera. Buy the right life insurance product for you. And know what insurance product suitably answers your financial needs. So this is just understanding. Okay, next slide. So there are two cycles in our life, or there's two things that can happen to us. Or two cycles is young and old. So when we're young, we expect our income is not that big, and we have lots of responsibilities. So at young age, when you, especially when you have children, these are your responsibilities. Number one, having sufficient income to provide the needs of your family, including yourself, your own needs. And you pay multiple and various debts. So ngayon, there's easy access to debts. That's why halos ano no, halos lahat may utang, and you need to pay that. And of course, hindi pwedeng ang hirap at that age. Bibilin mo yung bahay mo kasi why a lot, no, almost more than 99% they own their own home through mortgage, so utang, so you have to pay off that. And you have to pay for your kids education, so you have a lot of responsibilities at young age. At old age, so you have a lot of needs. You need to have lots of money for all your expenses, so food, shelter, clothing, and recreation. And that age, no, you have a lot of time, and you have unfulfilled desires na hindi mo nakuha, hindi mo na ano no nagawa, while because you're busy working. Now you have a lot of time, and you need to have a lot of money. And in fact, right now, per statistics, we live longer. People live longer today because of modern medicine. People live longer today. So there will be a lot of people who will live up to more than 90. So you need to have lots of money, or else you will be living long life of financial distress. So you need to create multiple passive income streams, or money working for you, Lloyd, living on interest, or you have to have a lot of is in the outlet. So meron kang lorry, living on royalty income. So the two cycles, you need to understand what your responsibilities and what your needs. So, okay? So at young age, so hindi pa your children are still dependent to you. So your responsibility is your children, pag-aralin natin so that meron sila sariling income. When we grow old, hindi na natin sila responsibility. Pati apo natin, dapat kanilang responsibility na, di ba? Alright, next slide. So, there's two ifs in life. Actually, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. This can happen to us. So, two things that can happen to us. What if you die too soon? Who will take care of your family? So, dying too soon, dying at young age, maliit pa yung mga anak natin, sinong mag-aalaga, sinong mapapaaral, sinong mapapakain sa anak natin? So that's one thing, no? The solution is life insurance. So life insurance is instant money. So sinasabi, do you like life insurance? No, but do you want instant money? Yes, actually, life insurance is instant money. So in case of dying too soon, the life insurance will give instant money to your family to replace your income. Alam mo, kung mawala tayo, wala ng replacement, di ba? Lalo na sobra kang mabait, wala ng replacement. Kahit maghahanap ng asawa mo, baka mahirapan kang i-replace. Pero ang importanteng i-replace natin, yung income natin. So mawala man tayo, dapat your family, your children will continue to live with life insurance. So that's the solution. We have big dreams. Marami tayong mga pangarap sa mga anak natin. What will happen to your big dreams to them if something will happen to you? So ano mangyari sa pangarap natin para sa kanila? Ano mangyari sa kanila? That is why life insurance is very, very important. Per statistics in the Philippines, only about 13% have life insurance, 13%. So 87%, their family is not adequately protected or walang life insurance protection, 87%. So meaning, mas marami yung walang ang mga anak hindi protected, di ba? So kawawa yung mga anak. And yun, sinasabi ko palagi na a lot of people, they die useless because they fail to buy life insurance. Walang life insurance. That is why die useless? Why not make money out of your death and be a hero to your family? So buy life insurance if you love your family. That is why in Manila Bankers, the best way to show your love to your family is life insurance. So protect them with enough life insurance. And another if is, what if you live too long? Who will take care of yourself? Sobrang mahaba ng buhay mo. Sobrang mahaba ang buhay mo. But mahaba ba ang PC mo? Marami ka bang pera to sustain your life during retirement? So sobrang mahaba ang buhay, wala ng pera, malaking problema yan. So sinabi mo kanina, we live longer. That is why we need to have a lot of money. So solution in case you live too long is investment. So aside from investment, money working for you, so kasama na yan ang long-term care. Kasi pag nagkasakit tayo, meron tayong pampagamot. At least sa most area natin, meron tayong PDF. So again, sinabi ko kanina, mahaba ang buhay, but kulang ang pera, you'll be living a long life of financial distress. Dapat maraming pera. And how much life insurance is enough? How much investment is enough? Of course, tinuturo din yan sa atin. Okay, so next slide. So actually, there are two main types of life insurance. So unbundled and bundled. Okay, unbundled. So parang ano no, unbundled is pure insurance or term insurance with separate PDF. So may PDF siya, may investment siya, pero hindi siya bundled. So that is why unbundled. So talagang separate separate contract. So another type of life insurance is bundled. It's pure insurance plus cash value. So for example, whole life, endowment, insurance policies with cash value like VUL, CHIRA, UL. So bundled, no? Talagang hindi pwedeng i-separate. Kailangan nakabundle talaga siya. So you cannot buy, if you want to buy this kind of life insurance, you cannot buy investment only, you cannot buy insurance only, and talagang dapat dalawa yan, insurance with investment. So yon. But every time you put your investment to insurance, kasi bundled, meron tinatawag na insurance fee of more than 9%. Nako, laki, no? Sa PDF natin, walang fees, di ba? Saka sa mutual funds natin, walang fees, di ba? Walang entry fee, walang sales load. So, taas dito is may insurance fee. Ang laki, ano? 9%, more than 9%. Anyway, bundled and unbundled. So parang ito yung sinasabi natin, unbundled is term insurance only, and separate yung PDF natin, bundled is it should have insurance plus savings. Okay? So dalawa lang yan. I'd like to emphasize and emphasize that there's two main types of life insurance, bundled and unbundled. So you have to decide what how you want to buy life insurance, bundled or unbundled. Next slide. Next slide, IT. Okay. Okay, this is an example of bundled life insurance. I don't know kung makikita itong arrow na pinapakita ko. Nakikita ba sa screen yung arrow? Ayun, yung arrow, nakita. Yung nagmo-move na arrow, no? Nakikita, no? Yung nagmo-move na arrow. Ayan. Ito yung line na to, going up. Ito yung separation, no? Ito nagsiseparate ng protection and cash value. So protection or life insurance, cash value, or the saving side. Okay. Itong nasa baba, this is the cash value or your saving side. So sa bundle, kasi binabayaran mo yung life insurance and savings, so over time, yung cash value mo umaakyat. Yan, umaakyat yan. Okay. And the other side, sa taas, is the protection side. Anyway, unahin muna natin tong cash value. Umaakyat siya. Okay. But kailan mo makukuha this bundled type of life insurance? Kailan mo, for example, insured ka ng 1 million, kailan mo makukuha yung 1 million? There's only two ways you can get your 1 million. Dapat mamamatay ka muna. So, mamatay ka muna, then your family will get the 1 million. Or may another option. Another option is dapat buhay ka at age 100 kasi term is up to age 99, ano? So, pag na-outlive mo up to age 99, then makukuha mo yung insurance mo, for example, 1 million. So there's only two ways where you could get the coverage, the 1 million. Either you die or buhay ka up to age 99. Okay. So ganito. And the upper side, itong sa taas ng arrow na to, na pataas, ito yung protection side. Ito yung life insurance side. So, since umaakyat, yung ano mo, yung savings mo, ang term natin dito is parang decreasing term, di ba? Kasi pag namamatay, ang ibibigay nila is just the life insurance protection, for example, 1 million, yung cash value, hindi nila ibibigay. Yung hindi nila ibibigay is sa kanila na yon. So, meaning, talagang talagang malaking lugi mo at kasi dumadami ang pera mo, so dapat 1 million plus cash value, di ba? But sa whole life, sa endowment, ang ibibigay nila is just the life insurance component. Ang savings will stay with them. So meaning, sinasabi nga natin dito that this is decreasing term kasi ang makukuha mo is, for example, dito, ang life insurance na ibibigay sa iyo is lumiit kasi ang other component na ibibigay niya is galing sa savings mo. So aabotin siya ng 1 million. So talagang talagang malaking differential yan sa most in PDF natin. Kaya tandaan niyo to, ang ibibigay nila is yung insurance side. Insurance side lang na 1 million. Yung cash value mo, hindi nila ibibigay. So mostly, parang nakita natin, parang talagang up to death, lang siya, no? Death benefit. So meron siyang cash surrender value. For example, kailangan mo ng pera. You have two options. Hindi pwedeng investment lang. Kailangan na you want the amount kasi may emergency. Two things, ang gagawin mo, either iso-surrender mo lahat. So meaning, meron kang cash surrender value. Galing sa cash value mo, there's equivalent cash surrender value. So, you will lose your protection coverage if you touch the savings before maturity. Kasi sinurrender mo na eh. So, wala ka ng life insurance. Or, you have another option. Kailangan mo ng pera, so emergency. So, pwede, ayaw mong isurrender yung life insurance policy mo, pwede mong uutangin. Uutangin yung pera mo. So, uutang ka. So you pay interest charges for borrowing your own money. So saan galing yung pera is galing sa cash value mo. Just imagine, inutang mo yung pera mo, inutang mo, bibigyan ka pa ng interest, di ba? Nagbabayad ka ng interest sa sarili mong pera. So that's the feature of the whole life and endowment. And yun, sinabi ko kanina, decreasing coverage risk, your money and cash savings will be used to partly pay the total face amount. So yung binanggit ko kanina, na life insurance na yung babayaran nila, the cash savings value is hindi nila ibibigay sa iyo. And yun, matures at age 99 for whole life, and this is only the time client can get his savings back. So magkaroon ka lang ng living benefit kung up to age, buhay ka at age 99 or at age 100. So, parang parang death benefit, wala siyang living benefit, di ba? Unless isusurrender mo, o ang policy mo, o utangin mo, or buhay ka up to age 99. Okay, so that's the bundled life insurance plus cash value. So, parang bundled. Balikan natin. Ito lang, bundled and unbundled. Yung most 80 natin is unbundled. All others, they are bundled. All right? So, next slide. Okay. Si endowment, it's very similar with whole life, but medyo lang, the difference is medyo mahal ang premium kasi maturity is earlier. So gusto mo, for example, ayaw mo na, nako, makukuha ko yung maturity at age 99. Ang tagal naman yan. So gusto ko 20 years after, 30 years after. So endowment, i-increase na nila yung premium about twice or depende no how long you want to get the maturity. So siyempre you want 10 years, so it's more than twice. And you want about 30, 40 years, so maybe ibabayad ka lang ng doubly. So because it's early maturity usually, no, siniseto siya, ang endowment is gusto ko magbabayad up to at age 65, gusto kong may makuha na ako or makuha ko yung 1 million or 2 million. So of course, because of that, shorter yung paying period mo kasi shorter maturity, it's very, very, very expensive. Okay? So that's endowment. Okay. So next slide, IT. So balikan ko, endowment, whole life is very, very similar. Medyo shorter lang ang term ng endowment. Okay. So bundled, unbundled. Ito yung term insurance with PDF. Okay. Ito yung unbundled. So makinig kayo ng maigi. Itong straight line na to, ito yung term, the protection side. Ito yung insurance, no? Na binabayaran nating premium is fixed. For example, for the next 18 years, fixed yan. Hindi yan nagbabago. So the protection side. The PDF is of course increasing kung tuloy-tuloy yung paglagay mo ng PDF, di ba? Kung nagsisave ka. Siyempre, kung hindi ka naglalagay, hindi yan aakyat. So the buy term, invest the difference. Ang gawin mo lang is kunin mo yung premium. Mamaya, may mga examples tayo. Kunin mo yung magkano binabayaran per year. Endowment, whole life, or VUL. So, buy term, kasi mura ang term, invest the difference. So, ngayon, very clear, ano? So, magkano yung papunta sa life insurance, magkano ang pupunta sa PDF. While all other products, hindi clear. Sa binayad ko na 100,000, magkano ang premium sa life insurance, magkano yung savings, so it's not clear. But here, it's very, very transparent. So ito yung binabayaran mo na term, for example, 20,000 at age 30. Ang term mo is about 7,000. So meron kang 13,000 na PDF. So very clear, very transparent. And it's a different contract. That is why ang PDF natin, wala ka nang babayaran na insurance fee and other charges. So whatever applies sa mutual funds or sa PDF, diretso sa PDF. So talaga diretso ano. So again, the protection side is very low cost. So very the lowest cost, ano? And itong PDF mo na nilagay, kung meron, kung naglagay ka, is pwede mong kunin anytime. So pwede mong kunin anytime, walang charges, di ba? No loan charges, walang interest na babayaran kasi pera mo yan. So meron kang freedom to withdraw. And when you put the amount gusto mo, for example, nakakuha ka ng group account, naka-commission ka ng 1 million, pwede mong dagdagan ng 1 million na puro PDF lang, di ba? But ang PDF natin is just equivalent kung magkano yung life insurance natin, ano? Kung 1 million hanggang 1 million ka lang, di pwede 2 million. So pwede mo ilagay, unless except sa other products, magdagdag ka ng investment, dagdag ka rin na life insurance. So dito is talagang very separate, very independent. You can do that independently. And level coverage risk, so yung sinabi ko kanina, fix ang babayaran mo for the next 18 years. And of course, it's early maturity kasi it will mature. Depende sa ano mo. Kasi ang term natin, the term side, the insurance side, wala siyang investment. Depende to sa PDF mo. So anytime, pwede mong kukunin. Pwedeng walang charges and walang loan, etc. And kaya that is why sa no lapse feature kasi binabayaran ka agad natin, di ba? Sa premium, naglagay ka agad tayo ng PDF para hindi siya maglalapse. After 1 year, meron kang pambabayad from your PDF, di ba? So, damihan mo lang ng damihan kasi not just ang PDF natin hindi lang na para hindi maglalapse yung policy natin, but also it's an investment. And by the way, sa whole life, the first 2 years, wala kang makuha. Anyway, i-discuss pa na yun mamaya ni Joanne. PDF, guaranteed not to go negative. So, the interest, it will not go below the interest of the top 3 banks in the Philippines. Nako, kaya ang saya-saya ng mga naka-invest ng PDF ngayon, including sa natin, sa sa Kaiser natin kasi hindi na negative, di ba? Nakasmile pa rin tayo kasi kahit bagsak na bagsak ang market kasi hindi tayo nagni-negative, di ba? Bumagsak siya na more than 40%, kahit 50% pa yan. Tayo, ang floor natin, hindi siya mag-negative. Ang lowest interest, it will never go down below the interest of the top 3 banks in the Philippines. Okay. And the death benefit is the insurance plus PDF. So, ang insurance dito na protection plus your savings. Di ba, binanggit ko kanina, sa whole life, sa endowment, ang makukuha mo is yung life insurance lang. Yung savings mo, hindi mo makukuha. Dito, ang makukuha ng beneficiary natin is the life insurance plus kung magkano yung PDF natin. Okay. So, next slide. Okay, which would you rather buy? Bundled or unbundled? A or B? So A, bundled, zero cash value for the first 2 years. That is why most of the time the first 2 years walang commission sa whole life and endowment. Sa BOL meron ng kunting cash value ngayon. But of course, you compare sa unbundled, malaking diferensya, di ba? Because unbundled, your money credited to you immediately in your first year, that PDF. So whatever the difference, kumpletong-kumpleto siya. So yung binanggit ko kanina, no? For example, sa 20,000, ang 1 million is for age 30 is about 7,000. So the 13,000 sa iyo yan. So it will credited the 13,000 sariling pera mo yan. So after 1 year is with interest, 30,000 plus interest. While sa whole life and endowment, the first 2 years, wala kang cash value. Okay. And return on your money can go negative, lalo na sa BOL. Nako, it's an opportunity right now, no, na balikan nyo. Lahat na nakabili sa inyo ng BOL, puntahan ninyo. I mean, yung nakabili ng BOL. Pag alam nyo na nakabili ng BOL yan, sigurado makuha nyo yan. Kasi sigurado, yung nakabili ng BOL, especially nakabili ng BOL before COVID, malaking negative niya. So why buy a product na talagang unbundled and he never go negative? So marami kayong makukuha dito sa product natin. Because most agent, potential for high return and never go negative. So sinabi ko kanina, ang floor natin is the interest of the top 3 banks in the Philippines. And yung long charge, inutang mo yung pera mo, interest is between 8 to 12%. Masakit, di ba? Masakit pera mo, inutang mo, babayad ka pa ng interest, 8 to 12%. Sa atin, sa PDF, pera mo yan eh. Gusto mong may emergency, withdrawin mo, walang loan charge, walang interest. Okay. And family gets the insurance benefit and does not add the cash value if you die. So again, I think for the 4th time, sinabi ko na to kanina, na in case of death, ang makukuha is the life insurance only. The cash value or the saving side may iwan sa life insurance company. While sa unbundled, family gets all the insurance benefit plus all the cash value for all the PDF, not cash value, all the PDF if you die. Okay, napakalang diferensya, no? This is the most powerful, the ultimate weapon to dominate financial industry. Kaya sinasabi natin, we will not just dominate financial industry, we are taking over financial industry with a very powerful platform and products we have. We can not just dominate financial industry, but we will take over financial industry. I think, next slide, wala na siguro, ano? Next slide. Yan, meron pa pala. So most agent unbundled, variable universal life, whole life, and endowment, they are bundled. And guaranteed, most agent guaranteed not to go negative, while others can go negative, like VOL. And most agent, because we require the first year to put on PDF equivalent amount for the whole year, that's why it will not lapse. And VOL has high chance of lapsation. And most agent, you just withdraw from PDF. And if you need, in case of emergency, while BOL, you apply for a loan. And most agent, no additional charges. No additional charges when you put or withdraw your PDF. But in VOL, you put your money in, there's charges. You put your money out, there's charges. Again, insurance fee for VOL is more than 9%. Most 18, very affordable. Of course, variable universal life is expensive because it's life insurance and savings. And most 18, increasing death benefits because death benefit plus PDF in case of death. And VOL, fixed amount of coverage. All right, so next slide. So the four cornerstones of a good insurance product. It has growth, of course, high rate of return. So check tayo dyan sa PDF Most Aiden. Alam nyo, last year, ang PDF natin is 6.8%. While tingnan mo, ano, lahat nag-negative. Even tingnan nyo sa last year's, ang growth, ang yield ng mutual funds, more than minus 15%. Pero sa PDF natin, sa Most Aiden, positive 6.8%. And there's safety. It will not go negative. So, there's tax advantage because the death benefit and PDF, it will form part as your death benefit. So it has tax advantage. So you can harness the power of tax advantage with this product. And protection, because it's term, you get the lowest cost in life insurance. So balikan natin yung sinabi ko kanina, kahit maliit ang income mo, walang rason, no reason why you cannot buy life insurance to your children, for your family, or no reason why you cannot show your love to your family. So the best way to show your love is the Manila Bankers, and especially with this kind of product. Next slide. Okay, so introducing the Most Aiden multiple options over term. It's an honor to introduce to you the builder with a heart, Joan de las Peñas. Sabi ko.
Right. Good morning sa lahat and happy Campaigners Day sa lahat. Today is a special day. What do you call this? Because we'll be introducing Most 18 and mamaya I will be introducing yung mas gwapo sa pinakagwapo na with a big heart pagkatapos ko. Mamaya hintayin nyo. Anyway, medyo rush tayo. So actually itong introduction is not Most 18, but in reality it is supposed to be dito Most 18 3.0. Mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo. Okay? 3.0. Bakit ba nandito si Noel, ako, and Bart? So we have very good news on the product side. So when you will attend what you call this, yung ating financial literacy with Coco, you will realize itong slide na to, it's supposed to be Most 18 3.0. So tanungin nyo ako dyan sa chat, Joan, ano ang Most 18 3.0? Okay, hindi ko alam kung nandito ba si Bobit kasi alam mo na si Bobit ang maraming tanong dyan. Anyway, today I think introduce tayo natin na unbundle, no? Napakaganda ng unbundle simply because I think you have the freedom to be able to increase your investment side, and at the same time you have the freedom to have the cheapest insurance. Okay, so introducing Most 18 multiple option super term 3.0. Ito na po ang magiging Most 18 sa ating proposal system. Okay, so make sure na mamaya maintindihan nyo to kasi usually yung nakabili na before, hindi ka na pwedeng mag 3.0, but later on we will allow you to upgrade your Most 18 to 3.0. Okay? Of course, there are certain parameters ng Manila Bankers Life, but we are giving you guys 30 days up to September 30 to be able to upgrade your Most 18 to 3.0. Right? Next slide. Next slide tayo. So, Most 18, sa sinabi kanina, is multiple option super term. So, ano nga ang multiple option super term? It is unbundled, di ba? So, basahin ko lang to. It's an unbundled term life insurance with premium deposit fund. It allows maximum coverage, maximum, kasi mura yung insurance, at a minimal cost. for exactly the same amount of protection, most 18 is the cheapest type of life insurance compared to other life insurance product which will require you to pay a higher premium. Okay, next slide. Alright, so ano yung mga features natin? Of course, dito sa most 18, 3.0 tayo ha. Tignan nyo kung ano yung mga nadagdag natin. Okay? Term insurance, may PDF, 18 years, renewable. In other words, after 18 years, guaranteed renewable yan. And then convertible, you can convert into a permanent insurance like whole life kung gusto nyo later on. Next slide. Okay, next slide please. Okay. Meron tayong terminal illness rider. So ano ibig sabihin ng terminal illness rider? Ibig sabihin nito, another word for that, basahin natin yung tinatawag natin na accelerated death benefit. Meaning to say, it allows, pag may terminal illness ka na, allows 50% or a maximum of 500,000 sa death benefit mo na mai advance mo na sa from the Manila bankers. Bakit maganda yung i-advance na? Kasi so that 500,000 or 50 whichever is I know maximum of 500,000 or 50% basta maximum 500,000 may ibibigay na yan sa policy holder. Okay? So ibig sabihin yan the remaining benefit will be given upon death of the insured. Pero magagamit na yan for hospitalization, for anything, no? So, terminal illness, para hindi ka malito, that's what you call accelerated death benefit. Pag may terminal illness ka, 500,000 of your death benefit, mabibigay na in advance. Okay? Another is accidental death benefit. Double the pay pag accident, di ba? And payer's death disability rider, in other words, yung nagbabayad, magiging hindi ka na magbabayad if you get full disability, total and permanent disability. So these are part of the most 18 3.0. So clarify ko lang ha, ang most 18 3.0, hindi na siya optional ang mga rider. Pasok na siya sa 3.0. So when you say 3.0, you don't already have to say if you're just gonna buy term lang or with rider, it is automatically most 18 3.0 kasama na talaga lahat tong benefit na to. Okay? So why are we doing this? I think so that sayang kasi pag hindi naintindihan ng bumibili ng most 18 na may dagdag palang rider, nagre-regret sila. So based on our survey, it's nice na we just have one most 18 na product, di ba? And doon sa most 18 3.0, basically kasama na lahat ng riders. Okay? Next slide. Okay. Ano pa ang dagdag sa 3.0? So you have the accidental death benefit, and of course, ngayon ang dagdag sa 3.0 is now with critical illness rider. Okay? So ibig sabihin, meron ka ng terminal illness rider. Ano nga yung terminal illness rider? Accelerated death benefit. Meaning to say, nakukuha mo in advance ang 500,000 from your death benefit. Ang critical illness, hindi mo nakukuha ng advance. Talagang dagdag. Okay? So, if you have 1 million coverage, may dagdag na 30% if you are part of, if the client nagkaroon ng terminal illness. So, meaning to say, pag may 1 million, nakakuha ka na ng 500,000 sa critical illness dahil accelerated death yun, di ba? Pero galing yun sa death benefit mo. Ito, 30% dagdag. So in other words, another 300,000. No? So kung 2 million, another 600,000. So provides the word, ito ay very important yung word, na provides additional. Yung terminal illness, accelerated lang, kinuha lang sa death benefit mo. Ito, additional 30% of the basic death benefit to the insured in the event of the insured is diagnosed with critical illness. Okay? So, again, ano yung mga critical illness, Joanne? Next slide tayo. There are about 30 critical illness. So, pag ang policy holder na tamaan ng cancer, tumor, meningitis, liver, cirrhosis, so all of this, about 30 critical illness, additional po, aside from the terminal illness na accelerated death, meron po kayong additional 30% of what do you call this, of your death benefit. Okay? So pag ang death benefit mo 1 million, may additional na naman na 300. Kung 2 million, may additional na 600. Okay? So ang most 18 3.0, okay? Lahat kayo ngayon, ang iba meron lang basic insurance, no? So yun yung basic insurance, walang rider. So yun yung most 18 1.0. Okay, yung iba naman merong ano tawag nito? Meron namang basic insurance and then meron silang rider na terminal illness, accident, pero walang critical illness. 2.0 yon, di ba? Ngayon, ang bagong version is 3.0. Ibig sabihin, meron ka ng insurance, meron ka ng terminal illness rider, meron ka ng accidental rider, and at the same time, may critical illness rider ka na, 3.0. So, everybody right now na merong 1.0 at 2.0 until September 30, okay? Until September 30, you can upgrade to 3.0. Okay? Papadalhan kayo ng email, you know, and if you click that, may instruction kung paano gagawin. Of course, may dagdag ng konting amount, definitely, pero upgraded ka sa 3.0. Now, moving forward, pala hindi na kayo malito. Nako, Joanne, paano yan? Magbibenta pa ba kami ng 1.0? Magbibenta pa ba kami ng 2.0? Hindi na. Ang ibebenta lang natin, the only thing we will introduce is the best product, which is the version 3.0. Kumbaga sa computer, tapos na yung version 98, 2000 na version, 2002. So, ang ibebenta mo, siyempre yung 2022. Diba? So, moving forward, be ready. Your proposal system will be upgraded to that most 18 3.0. Okay? So, everybody na nagkaroon ng Manila Bankers can upgrade to 3.0. Of course, kung gusto nilang manatili sila sa 1.0, manatili sila sa 2.0, okay lang. Pero kung gusto nilang mag-upgrade to 3.0, it has to be done by September 30. And then moving forward, the only thing you're gonna introduce is most 18 3.0. Wala na pong 1.0, wala na ring 2.0. Everything is about 3.0. Alright? So, I hope clear yan sa ating introduction of the most 18 3.0. Shout out kay Bobit. I hope nakikinig si Bobit. Okay, ito na po ang mga wishes ng mga leaders natin na sana may critical illness na kasama. So, ang ginawa lang natin, hindi na natin ginawang option. Pinackage na natin para lahat merong critical illness, may terminal illness, may accidental insurance, may basic insurance. So, kompleto na po yan. Alright? So, next slide. Okay? So, ito yung mga who's the insured, payer's owner. Madali na lang po yan. I'm not discuss that para mabilis tayo. Next slide. Beneficiary, alam niyo na rin kung sino ang beneficiary. Okay, so dito tayo sa sample most 18 3.0. At ang mag-share sa inyo dito, of course, sa pinakadulo, ang pinakagwapo is Mr. Bart Bora.
Thank you. Secondary lang sa inyo. Okay, so good morning everyone. So nabanggit nga ni Noel kanina, no? Most revolutionary product kasi unbundled at talagang doon mo makikita kung gaano kaganda ang produkto. And talagang controlled, importante na ko-control ng policy owner. And at the same time, nabanggit ni Joanne yung additional na critical illness, terminal illness, which is a breakthrough. Talagang itong ano natin, yung produkto natin ngayon. And just to give you a sample computation of the product, ito po ang ano natin. Teka, malaliliitan ba kayo? O kita naman ba? Okay, so at this, teka ha. Okay, so makikita nyo dito, let's say nag-start siya sa age 22. Okay? At age 22, year 1, okay, 22 years old siya, ang annual contribution niya is 67,294. This is for a 1 million coverage. Now, 1 million coverage, the cost of insurance will be on the fourth column, which is 7,391. Clear ba? Nakikita ba yung yung slide? Jo, paki-thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Jo. So makikita nyo dyan, saan pupunta sa PDF niya, sa fund cash flow is 5903. So makikita nyo ngayon, nag-automatic na ang pag-separate sa PDF. Okay? Kung makikita nyo, at on the last column, right side, 1 million ang total benefit plus the money that was put in, which is 1,067,091. So, kung titingnan mo, no, yung total death benefit, it's increasing. Now, let's say for the next 5 years, you'll be putting in 67,294. Again, pero starting on the second to the fifth year, okay, ang pupuntangan na lang ngayon sa annual premium mo is only 6,891. That will allow you to put in more money sa PDF mo. So napapansin nyo ngayon sa fund cash flow, 60,403 will go into your cash flow, fund cash flow. Okay? Tingnan nyo to yung fifth year. On the fifth year, ang pera mo now, ang total death benefit is 1 million plus the total cash brought in at total PDF, which is 428,894. So kung titingnan nyo, no, talagang nag-accumulate, napakaganda nito na talagang panalo ang policy owner. Pero hindi lang dyan natatapos. Ano? Tingnan nyo ngayon to. As you continue, let's say 5 years ka lang naglagay, so makikita nyo sa last row, after 18 years, ang pera mo na ngayon dito is 2,655,151. So despite na hindi ka na nag-stop ka na maghulog on the 50 after the 50th year, hindi ka na naglagay, pero mapapansin nyo sa fund cash flow starting on the 6th year, nagma-minus na siya, nag-go-automatic na yung pag-minus. Doon na kasi kinukuha. So mapapansin nyo, kahit kinukuha na, nababawasan ng fund cash flow mo, ang pera mo, total death benefit mo doesn't go down. It increases. Up to the time na pagdating mo ng 18th sa last row, 18th year, ang pera mo is 2,655,000. Now, next slide, IT. Next slide. Ito ang maganda dito eh. Tingnan nyo sa next slide. Dito nyo makikita na this plan is pwede mong gawin educational, pwede mong gawing tawag nito, pension, okay? So, next slide please. Next slide, IT. Yan. Tingnan nyo ngayon. Sa 19th year, first row, okay, topmost, ang annual contribution, andito na tayo ngayon ang pumapasok dito ngayon sa annual contribution is your money. Total. Sa previous slide, mapapansin nyo, sa previous slide, 1,655,151 ang projected year-end value. Okay, at 12%. Rate of return. So, lilipat yan on the 19th year, ayun ang pumasok, yun yung total na kinita na ng pera mo. Yung nilagay mo plus yung kinita. So, makikita nyo, on the 19th year, nagsa-start tayo with 1,655,151. Now, ito maganda dyan. Let's say pagdating mo ng after 24 years, you will now be 45 years old. Nag-withdraw ka ng 100,000, let's say pang tuition lang, 100,000. Makikita nyo, no? Sa fund cash flow, meron kang negative na 9,000 plus nag-withdraw ka na 100,000 and na minus 109,000. Pero tingnan mo sa total death benefit, yung last column, umi-increase pa rin siya, tumataas pa rin siya. So kahit on the next 4 years, magpapaaral ka ng anak mo, starting on your 24th year, not 45 years old ka, withdraw ka 100,000, susunod na year, 115,000, third year, nag-withdraw ka ng 132,000. Fourth year, nag-withdraw ka ng 152,000. Kung mapapansin nyo ngayon, tumataas pa rin yung total death benefit mo. Yung pera. Kasi it's already compounding eh. Kumikita na ito eh. So kita mo, nakapagpaaral ka ng 4 years, nag-withdraw ka, pero your money doesn't go down. Your money still goes up. So ito ngayon, tuloy-tuloy. Let's say, ang maganda nito, no, you are well compensated whether you die too soon or you live too long. So both scenarios are covered. So kung titingnan mo ngayon to, as you go on in life, 29, after 29 years, 50 years old ka, dire-diretso ka lang. Pagdating mo ng after 36 years, you'll be 57 years old. Pansinin nyo sa last column, you now have 11 million projected total death benefit, provided your money is earning 12%. Nabanggit nga ni Noel hindi bumababa ng zero. Kahit bumagsak ang market, you don't have to worry. Ang pera mo kumikita pa rin. Okay? Next slide. Next slide, please. Pero teka, ito tingnan nyo ngayon sa sa projected year-end value. Ang pera mo is 10,300,000. Yung kanina, the previous slide, 10 million, yun ang lumilipat ngayon sa 37th year. Mapapansin nyo, no? On the annual contribution, which is the third column, okay, your initial cash annual contribution is 10,346,083. So makikita nyo ngayon dyan, yun yung pera mo on the sa previous slide Yun yung total na nailagay mo na So kung magsa-start ka dito, okay, let's say you're living too long, okay? And now after 42 years, you're 63 years old. After 44 years of having the plan, magiging 65 years old ka na. Ito yon, okay? 65 years old ka. Nakikita nyo ba yung arrow? Thumbs up nga, Joe, kung nakikita. Okay naman? Okay? Okay, so makikita nyo yan. So at 65, palagay natin ngayon, pa-retire ka na. Nag-retire ka, 65 years old. Nag-withdraw ka ng 500,000. Okay, tingnan nyo to. 65 years old ka, nag-withdraw ka ng 500,000, tuloy-tuloy lang. Nag-withdraw ka ng 500,000. Pagdating mo ng 75, 10 years ka nag-withdraw ng 500,000 annually. Ang total mo nang na-withdraw dyan is 5.5. Okay, pero tingnan mo ang total death benefit mo. Hindi pa rin bumababa. You are at 66,846,533. So my goodness, kita nyo, ginamit mo na sa pampaaral, ginamit mo pa sa pension mo, and hindi bumababa pa rin ang pera mo because your money is already earning plus yung death benefit of 1 million stays. Okay? Now, ito napakaganda. Actually, marami tayong pwedeng pag-usapan dito but we have limited time. Pero magte-training naman tayo ang Manila Bankers regarding the product. Pero this is how wonderful the product is. It's a breakthrough. Kita nyo naman, combined nag-withdraw ka for educational, tapos nag-withdraw ka for pension, and still your money is increasing. The money that you can leave behind sa pamilya mo in case the breadwinner dies too soon, pwede kumikita pa rin. Okay? So ang kita mo, pwede mo i-convert sa educational, sa pension. Yun ang napakaganda dito. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yan. So, this is just a sample, pag mag-a-apply ka, ito ang lalabas ngayon. So, applicant's name, birthday, issue age, kung anong age, mode of payment, annual, average net yield rate, kunyari 12%, ito, okay. Andito mo naman kung ikaw ang agent, dito mo ilalagay ang details mo. Now, ito naman, insurance package. Ito, for a basic life, 1 million coverage. And accidental death benefit, terminal illness, and critical illness. So, inclusive na lahat yan. So, ito ang cost ngayon. At age 22. So ito ang total na babayaran. The cost of insurance is 7,391. So kita nyo, no? So pero ito yung benefit, 1 million number of years to pay, 5 years. Okay? Ito, so makikita nyo, ang annual, ang goal mo is 1 million, target year, 18th year, education, enrollment, 100,000 withdrawin mo, retirement lump sum, 500,000 annual, okay? Yearly pension at age 66. So yun, nakaprogram na. Parang inaano mo na, pinapackage mo na, magpapaaral ka at this time, mag-pension ka at this time. So pwede mo nang i-customize sa buhay mo kung anong plano ang gusto mo. So ito maganda dito, no? Ito na, summary na ng payment mo. Premium per mode of payment, annual 6, semi-annual 3,000 plus, and quarterly 1,000 plus. Okay? Next slide, please. Yan. Non-medical limit, it's 1 million and contestability period is 2 years. So grace period will be 31 calendar days from the due date and reinstatement period is 2 years from the due date. So it's still the same. So ano naman natin yan? Madali ng napapag-aralan nyo naman yan. And next slide. Now, the rule of thumb, how much coverage do you need? Okay, ano naman natin yan? Para siguro many people will ask, magkano ba kailangan ko insurance? Next slide. Ganito po pag-compute nyo. And I'm sure you've already encountered this. So annual income times 12, times 10 equals income replacement. Okay? That is, well, annual income is the monthly salary times 12. So times 10 mo yan, annual income times 10 equals the income replacement. So if you're receiving 30,000 per month, times 12 is 3 times 10 is 360,000 per year. Times 12 pala, sorry. 30,000 per month times 12 is 360,000 per year. Times 10 is 3.6 million. Okay, so doon mo makukuha ngayon, you need 3.6 million insurance. Okay? So, kasi the rule of thumb there is kung nalagay mo to sa mutual funds, sa bonds, or sa yung kumikita man, makikita mo if it's earning 10% interest rate, then yung replacement of income is there. So yung 30,000 mo nandoon pa rin. Okay? Next slide. By the way, before anything else, there's good news for those who have taken the IIAP. Okay? Good news is you need to be licensed to sell this product. Okay? So, kailangan na po tayo mag-exam. Yung mga hindi pa kaway-kaway dyan, yung mga hindi pa lisensyado. Okay? Anyway, so, now, ito, billing statement. This is one thing that you will encounter. Pansinin nyo ito. So 1 million, okay, sisingilin ho kayo ng 25,339.8. Magugulat ka dyan. Bakit ang laki naman? Bakit ang laki na sinisingil sa akin? Alam nyo po kasi naka-embed na rin yung pang PDF nyo. Okay? Pero kung titingnan nyo dito sa baba, the cost of insurance is only 5,600 for that 1 million coverage of 22 years old. So kung titingnan mo ngayon, the cost of PDF is 19,739.8. So total nito, yun ang binibill na sa inyo. Okay? Maganda na rin yan kasi para alam mo kung ano yung minsan kasi pag masyado kang may freedom sa PDF mo, masyadong minsan nanineglect mo. Okay? So pag ang billing mo, dumating yan, don't be shocked kasi kasama na dyan yung PDF mo. Next slide, please. Yan. So, billing statement, andyan lang po. Pwede nyo na pong scan yan. Okay? And you can pay. So, yung QR code, scan nyo lang po yan to pay. And Manila Bankers accepts BankNet, BDO, ito, Union Bank, Palawan Express, Nura Cash. Okay? So, yan po ang mga tumatanggap ng payment. Okay, next slide. Yan, upgrade guidelines. So nabanggit ni Joanne to kanina, effective September 1. For those who have already the most 18, you can upgrade your product, you can upgrade your policy to parang magkaroon ng critical illness and terminal illness benefit rider. Okay, last date is September 30. So habol-habol na po tayo. Kaya i-convert na po, sayang. Napakaganda ng critical illness at saka ng terminal illness na rider. Okay, so let's say if you availed of most 18 with no riders, you may add terminal illness, accidental death benefit, and critical illness benefit. Okay, if you availed of most 18 with terminal illness and accidental death benefit, you may add critical illness benefit. So if you availed most group with terminal illness, accidental benefit, and total permanent disability, okay, you may add critical illness benefit. So nabanggit ni Joanne kanina na talagang yung 3.0, most 18 3.0 should be complete from with terminal illness, critical illness, every rider andito na po. So kung titingnan nyo talaga yung package ng produkto, kompleto. So talagang every aspect kino-cover ng Manila Bankers. Okay? Next slide. Yan, so continuation, premium for the additional riders will be based on the actual mode of payment of the policy last policy anniversary. So take note of that. If the policy anniversary falls within the period of September 1 to 30, upgrade the premiums to be paid will be applicable to the upcoming policy year. So yan po yung mga, well, you will be notified naman pagdating sa ganyan. Upgrading will no longer be allowed after September 30. Okay, so ano na po natin yan? Habulin na natin yan. Okay, kaway-kaway dyan sa mga gusto na magpa-upgrade. Gawin na po natin ang ating dapat gawin. Okay, next slide. Okay, how to avail Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation will send an email to all existing policy owners. Ayan, you may wait. Mas maganda, wag mo na hintayin. Now that we've already informed you of these details, so mag-upgrade na po tayo. A link will be indicated in the email. Click the link to log into your OPMS and click the limited special button in Pay Now. Okay, click upgrade to most 18 3.0 button, accomplish the health declaration form, and pay the extra premium. Yan po. Next slide. Yan. Dear Daddy. Okay. Daddy. Okay. Pero parang hindi bagay eh. Daddy, if you know we are hungry and that we are very poor, teka mo, dapat yata tatay. Tay, kung alam mo lang na kami ay nagugutom at mahirap, masakit sa iyong puso, na nariyan ka na sa langit at kami nandito pa, at kami, si Mama nagwa-wonder why you didn't save and get us insurance. You didn't buy insurance because you felt too strong and healthy, but you were taken without warning, leaving us unprotected. Yan po. Well, naano naman natin yan lahat. It's always protection for the breadwinner, for the policy owner, talagang to really secure the family. Next slide, please. It wasn't that you didn't care for us. I recall how you loved us, but your little child must suffer because you failed to protect her. Mama just can't make a living. She's wearing out, she said. Next slide. I shall have to miss some schooling for the sake of daily bread. When she's gone, I guess they'll take me to a place of charity. Which, well, of course, lahat tayo, hindi naman natin gugustuhin yan para sa ating mga pamilya. To be clothed and fed, but Daddy, it can never be home to me. Yan ang mafe-feel ng mga bata. Next slide. Next slide, please. Maria's daddy left insurance and their home will still be theirs. They're not hungry. Sometimes Maria gives me cast of clothes she wears. They don't have to take in sewing. Next slide. Maria's mama doesn't cry for her daddy left her insurance. But why? But daddy, why daddy? Why? Yan. So, Yan ang ano natin, yan ang message na wag naman sanang mangyari na pag ang policy owner, ang breadwinner na wala, wag naman sanang mangyari na gano'n na sasabihin ng family. And we have a very big obligation as IMG to protect everyone, to protect every family. And wag na nating sanang ma-experience yung na-experience namin before na neglect, hindi namin napabayaan namin only to find out na yung breadwinner na wala tapos hindi namin na secure yung family. So, wag na natin hintayin. We have a very big responsibility to every family out there. Okay? Next slide. Yan. So, we all have this and you've already encountered this. So, dear so-and-so, I am your life insurance policy. You and I have similar purposes in life. It is your job to provide food, clothing, shelter, schooling, medicine, and other things for your loved ones. You do this while I lie in your safety deposit box. Okay, kung yun ang ano, no? Yung minsan, kaya maraming tao talagang iniisip, the insurance is like an expense. Kasi hindi pa nangyayari. Pero well, hindi naman natin hintayin yun. Pero the point is, that's the reason why ito sinasabi ng life insurance sa mga policy owner. Have faith and trust in you. Out of your earnings will come the cost of my upkeep. It is not an expense, but from the cost of my upkeep to maintain your insurance policy. At times, I may appear insignificant to you, but someday, and who knows when, you are laid to rest, when you and I will change places and I will come alive and do your job. Next slide. Next slide, please. I may provide food, clothing, shelter, schooling, medicine, and other things for your family will continue to need. Okay? And kung titingnan mo, talagang it's a replacement of loss of income. And that's the real purpose of insurance. At first, people might think it's an expense, but it's the cost of the upkeep. But the point is, when the reality steps in at dumating man ang time ng breadwinner, then they will change places. The insurance policy will perform the duties of the breadwinner. Okay? Just as you are doing now, when your work and labor are done, mine will begin. Through me, your hands can carry on. Whenever you feel the price you're paying for my upkeep is burdensome, remember that I can do more for you and your family than you will ever do for me. If you do your part, I will do mine. Sincerely yours, your insurance policy. Alam niyo po, marami pa ho tayong pag-uusapan, marami pa hong marami pang training. And Manila bankers will be coming up with a lot of schedules for training this 3.0. So alam ko, marami pa siguro kayong tanong. Okay, medyo binilisan lang natin. Meron pa ba, IT? Can you go to the next slide? Okay. So we will have this training schedule. So watch out lang sa mga, it will be announced naman sa ating leaders call. So again, I hope just an overview, you now have an idea of what's 3.0, most 18. And I'm sure I tell you, ito napakagandang produkto ito ngayon to save your money. Napakaganda. It covers everything. Whether you die too soon, you live too long, you want educational benefit, you want retirement benefit, everything in one policy. Yun ang maganda. Okay, so again, I hope you've learned a lot. So siguro let's proceed with the commitment first. Okay, before we do some announcements. Thank you everyone and have